I think we are live. I think we're good. So, as you can see by the title of this stream, this might be the end for now. For now. This isn't my last stream ever. No. What's gonna happen is throughout basically the remainder of July and maybe all of August, I am going to be stepping away just for a little bit. I need this because everybody needs a break every once in a while, and it's that time of the year. If you've been following me for over a year, then you know it's that time. I'm just gonna be taking things easy personally. I'm gonna be recovering from what I've done and what I have been doing in general. I'm not burnt out by any means. No. This break is all part of a greater plan. And just know that when I return, probably in late August, maybe even early September, if I really want to push it, I will be back and feeling more energized than ever before, and I will be ready to rapid fire content from when I get back until the end of the year and beyond. So the comeback is something to look forward to. So I guess I forgot to mention in the title of this that this is an open Q&A session. So if you want to ask me anything, and I mean anything, just go ahead. I'll try my best to give an honest answer, because unlike most people on YouTube, for me it's all about honesty over here and gaining your trust. So if you have any questions, please ask away. I will answer it. And in the meantime, I guess I'll keep on talking. This live stream is kind of a bittersweet moment if you think about it. Because the past few have been somewhat successful. I say somewhat because I'll never figure out how to get the chat to appear on my computer right here, instead of just relying on my phone looking down like this. But it's fine, you know, it is what it is. So about this live stream and about this break I'm taking. This live stream, if anybody's seen the movies Logan with Hugh Jackman or Unforgiven by Clint Eastwood, this live stream is kind of the streaming version of those movies. It's not a final farewell, but it is a farewell, if you want to say that, if you want to put it that way. Because I genuinely don't know when I'm gonna be able to live stream next. I don't want to think about it this way, but this might actually be the last live stream of 2026, because my fall and my winter are gonna be, I'm not gonna say jam-packed personally, but it will be tricky to do longer challenges but I'm gonna try my best because I have some crazy challenge ideas for when I return next month. Maybe even 2 months from now, who knows. So just stay tuned for that. Maybe possibly September, October, November, December. The 3rd month, if you will. That's when I'll be back and fully recharged. Best case scenario, the absolute best case scenario, if I'm feeling like it, I will return by mid to late August, give or take. But that's the best case scenario, and knowing me, when it comes to committing ahead of time, that's not something I would bet on. So, about this break I'm taking, what I'm gonna be doing exactly is I'm gonna be, stepping away for the most part, because I feel like every YouTuber deserves a break of some kind, and this next month is my time for a break. So, I'm doing this live stream because I want to connect with the people who watch me in real time, you know, and, also, what was I gonna say? My brain kind of short circuits whenever I get talking, which isn't good. I need to work on that when I'm gone. Oh yeah, about this break, I'm gonna be stepping away just for a bit, like a month or so, and during that time away, I'm just gonna be, enjoying myself. Not that I don't enjoy myself doing this, I love doing this, but I mean, like getting out of the house, that kind of stuff, talking to people, enjoying life, and I think that'll help me become a better talker when it comes to making videos, both pre-recorded and live streamed alike. And I also think that stepping away removes the immediate pressure of having to do YouTube quite literally 24/7, especially if you're not already established or not monetized making anything yet. So I think this break is very important, and during this break I am going to be weighing in my options for when I return, and didn't know what that was all about, but I'm gonna be weighing my options for when I return, and also, just, just, like I said, just living life in general, because whenever I'm doing this, don't get me wrong, I love this to death, but whenever I'm doing this, I just don't feel like a normal person, if that makes sense. So, I'm just gonna be reconnecting with all my people, telling them how I've been, what I've been up to, and, yeah. Again, this is also, stupid me forgot to, put Q&A in the title of this video, so this is also a Q&A, so if you want to ask me anything in general, just ask me. I'll try my best to give an honest answer. We are currently 10 minutes into this thing. We have about 50 left, although the remainder of the stream is a gamble, because the heat yesterday when I did my voice just died. Yesterday when I did my hot car challenge, it was the hottest day of the entire year. When I did it, it was about 94 degrees outside. Just about 45 minutes later, it peaked at about 96 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which was basically pushing 100 degrees, which is pretty miserable. That's why I'm also glad I was able to do my 10-hour KSI video when I did, because the rest of this month is just going to be miserable in terms of heat. It's going to be pushing like 97 degrees, I think, which is just going to be absurd. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Before I take my hiatus, I am going to be taking a family vacation, which is good, you know. Nothing can go wrong. And this will not impact next week's final send-off video. I will be doing that next week, no matter what. And where we're going, I don't know if it's been finalized yet or not, but I think we're leaning towards Austin, Texas, because that's not too far away. We used to fly everywhere, but I think partially the reason we stopped flying is because of this whole TSA shutdown thing. That kind of prevented us from flying, so we're just gonna be driving for now. Me personally, I don't drive. I have a license, but I think it might be expired, which is probably pretty bad. But I don't have a license, so that also partially explains why I'm always here for my videos and not elsewhere. So yeah, I will be taking just a small vacation ahead of the main hiatus, but that won't stop me from making one last video before my month-long hiatus beginning next week. I don't know exactly when I want to start it. Probably Wednesday or Thursday. That's when I'll start. But just know, this hiatus is not going to be anything devastating for the channel. As a matter of fact, it's going to be the my brain just died. It's going to be quite the opposite. And I will be back, best case scenario, within the month of August. Worst case scenario, probably mid-September. I don't want to be gone that long. But I'm leaning towards late August to try to be back and doing this thing. So again, this is also a Q&A live stream because I forgot to put that in the title. But if you have any questions about any of this, or just anything in general, please feel free to ask away, and I'll try my best to give an honest answer. Because I think I've basically covered everything I want to. I am saving a few things for the video next week. It's gonna be my last video for quite some time. So I guess I'm all out of things to say unless people start asking questions. No pressure. But, yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to talking for like an hour straight. Oh, I do have one thing. I'm gonna turn the tables and I'm gonna ask you, what did you think of the Avengers Doomsday trailer yesterday? I finally watched it. I watched it about, 10 times so far, and all I can say, absolute cinema, and I cannot wait to see more footage and the movie itself on December 18th. So, I can't wait. I really can't. My favorite part of the trailer was probably when Thor was fighting Doctor Doom, and Doom straight up stopped his axe like this, with 2 fingers. You know that the Avengers are cooked when the strongest one seems, rattled, like genuinely rattled, and in a teaser trailer last year, you know they were extra cooked when he was praying for strength. So, it's gonna be cinema no matter what. And I think Robert Downey Jr. did a fine job with the voice reveal of Doctor Doom. It wasn't what I was expecting, and I think he's perfect for it. So, it's gonna be incredible to watch. And just today, even, we got yet another trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. At this point, they've shown us pretty much the entire movie, which I'm not complaining, but I think they've shown us just a little bit too much. Tom Holland said they haven't revealed the main villain yet. My money is on either Sadie Sink's character being a variant of Jean Grey, or Doctor Doom, pulling all the strings, and I don't know which one to bet on, because I know for a fact that Doctor Doom is going to be in this movie, during the post-credit scene, more likely than not. So, I'm gonna be looking forward to that. And I think, also personally, as soon as tomorrow, hopefully, I have not yet seen it, I plan on watching The Odyssey in IMAX. There's a pretty, big theater out in Kansas City. There's a pretty big screen out in Kansas City, particularly the one by the Speedway, and that's where I'm going because that's the biggest screen I've ever seen in the entire, vicinity. So, that's where I'm going to watch it tomorrow. That will be part of my break before the break. What I mean by that is my grace period before my one final video next week. So, in terms of the Odyssey, I have heard some negative things about it, particularly on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and particularly from the platform's godfather, Elon Musk himself. He doesn't seem to be a big fan of it at all. And I don't know, I think it's just kind of funny watching his tweets attack this movie, even though he hasn't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. A big problem I have is apparently Christopher Nolan directed this thing on 70 millimeters, and it's only like the absolute best way to see it is only through those massive screens, only like a handful of them scattered throughout America. I think the closest 70mm screen to me is in Chicago, maybe. And I'm not going to Chicago to see it. I'll just stay in Kansas City and watch the regular IMAX for it. But, for those of you who have seen the 2004 movie Troy, I look forward to seeing Matt Damon take on the legacy that Sean Bean built. Because in case you didn't know, in the movie Troy, Sean Bean played Odysseus, and now it's Matt Damon. Personally, I wanted Nolan to keep Sean Bean, but I understand why he didn't. It's not like a direct sequel or anything like that. It's not, but either way, I think tomorrow night is when I finally go and watch it, and I'm stoked. I really am. And since the Avengers Doomsday trailer is now out, I think that my particular screen time tomorrow will show the trailer. I could be mistaken. It might be too soon. I know for a fact they'll show it during Spider-Man Brand New Day in about 2 weeks. Maybe next week. Who knows? No, what am I saying? So that's basically what I'm looking forward to personally the next 2 weeks. The Odyssey and then Spider-Man. And that new Spider-Man trailer that just got released today, it showed minimal new footage, and it was more like a recap of the last 3 Tom Holland Spider-Mans, which I can appreciate because I remember they did the exact same thing for Avengers Endgame 7 years ago, and that, me back then, I was just hyped, like I was on the edge of my seat. So, I look forward to what Marvel is cooking for the rest of 2026, because 2027 is, what you might call the pinnacle, because 2027 has Avengers Secret Wars, and I predict that everybody's gonna be in it, like every character Marvel ever created. I don't know about the same actors, but I do know about every character in terms of my confidence, my level of confidence. So, I think even Ghost Rider, maybe Daredevil. If you've seen Daredevil Born Again, then you know that his future is kind of up for grabs. I hope that he appears in it, but then again, I can see why he wouldn't, because I'm trying to minimize spoiling Daredevil Born Again for anybody potentially watching this stream now. So, I can't wait for Doomsday, I really can't. That trailer yesterday got me fired up. I've seen it about 10 times now. So, I can't wait. I saw that it has like 500 million views across all of social media combined, which is just insane. But, let me know what you think about the trailer if you're into it. And also, just ask me anything in general, because I've already addressed the hiatus, and now I'm just willing to talk about anything before I'm gone for the next month or 2. Hopefully not that long. Best case scenario, I'm back by the middle to late August. Worst case scenario, I don't return until mid-September, which I really don't. I don't want to be gone that long. But, it just depends on how I'm feeling, I guess. And just for the record, I am not feeling burnt out in the slightest. I love what I do with a passion. I just think that this break is going to be necessary in the long run for not only me, but for the channel as well. And I think every YouTuber deserves an annual hiatus of sorts, no matter how long it is, because I can see like the pressure that those bigger people have. Compared to me, I can't really talk much because I'm not a big YouTuber yet. Yet, that's the key word, yet. But, we'll just see what happens, and I'm ready for whatever the future may hold. And that's about all I can say, really. And, while I've been yapping for about 26 minutes straight now, I guess we are nearing the halfway point. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say originally before I got sidetracked. I don't know if this will make it the full hour or not, but I'm gonna try my absolute best, because it is hot outside. It's gonna be hot all week. You saw it in yesterday's video. Oh, we got somebody. Kenzie the mom. It's totally okay to take breaks even from things we love. Hope the best for you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I don't know how long the break is gonna be. Hopefully not long. But, it is much needed. I don't want to say deserved because I haven't really been good at making videos. Lately I've been on a roll, but I'm talking about last month, like in June. That was awful in terms of content production, but I've been on a roll lately and I hate to stop it now, but I feel like I need to for the greater good of both me and my channel. So yeah, thank you for that comment. It means a lot. It really does. Yeah, it's starting to get hot in here. It really is. Not as hot as I was in yesterday's video, which I'm glad for. Oh well, my computer is really hot to the touch. The back of my camera is burning too. Like my MacBook, the bottom of it, where all the keys are, underneath the keys, next to like the mouse pad or whatever, that's where it's almost burning my skin. I don't think this is okay, but you know what? What's life if you're not gonna push yourself to the absolute limit? Am I right? And for the record, I am closing chat just for a second here. For the record, it is also 87 degrees outside right now. 87 degrees, which is better than yesterday's 96 degrees. Yesterday was honestly miserable. But, I thrive in misery, so what can you say? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And if you want to ask me about anything in general, not just about the break, but anything, please feel free to do so. I'm going to try my absolute best to give an honest answer, because around here it's all about honesty, and I'm sweating already. You can kind of see right there. a bit of my sweat. That's how you know how hot it is outside. And we have officially made it to the halfway point. We are 30 minutes into this thing, meaning if all goes well, we have about 30 minutes left. I'd say the only thing that would cut this short would be if stuff starts overheating, which is on track, and if I suddenly have to use the bathroom, which has happened the past few days now. I think the heat has something to do with it. And by the way, if you missed the live stream, I will be saving it in the live or in the archive section of the channel. So if you miss it, I'll direct people who missed it to go there and watch the full thing in all of its glory. Yeah, it's hot. And another thing that could cut this short is if I just feel lightheaded, dizzy, hot, or sweaty. I am feeling kind of sweaty right now, but it's nothing that would make me end the stream. Oh wow. I don't know if I should be showing you this. This is kind of disgusting. But you can see the sweat on my shirt right there. You can kind of see the stains. That's how you know I'm not like faking anything. I'm not overreacting to get out of it. Not at all. I'm all about just being real, and my motto is if you can't do it, then it's not for you. So, yeah. Yeah, it's really hot now. Like underneath my shirt, it's like glistening. I know you probably don't need to know this, but again, it's all about just being real and connecting with the people who believe in you. I probably should have had water or something before starting this, if I knew it was gonna get up to 87 degrees today. So, sorry if I'm not as talkative as I was at the start. I think the heat is starting to get to me. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it's starting to get to me. Hopefully I'm gonna try my best to fight it off and finish these last 30 minutes. So, my personal plan for the rest of the month, the rest of this week, so from probably tomorrow to maybe Sunday, Monday, I'm gonna be on just a personal vacation. I don't know when. I think we're leaning towards Austin, Texas, because it's a relatively short drive. So that'll be fun. And then when I get back from that, I'll be making my final send-off video, giving a proper explanation. And then after that, my break begins. Part of me is looking forward to this hiatus. Another part of me is constantly worried about channel statistics, like the watch hours and the subscriber count, because I don't want to lose anything while I'm gone. But, we'll see. What I will do is I'm gonna pin a comment in the live chat stating that this is a Q&A also. So just bear with me for 1 second. Okay, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna pin it real quick. Okay, it is now pinned. There we go, so anybody else wants to join, will know. I really need to get a better setup in terms of my live chat. I hate having to look at it through my phone right here. I wish I could just display it on my computer so I can just keep looking this way. But I guess it's good to look at the camera too. For the record, this is my view on my phone. This is how I'm reading stuff. Like that. So, it's good. It works for now. It's sufficient. All I'm saying is it could be better. So, this is just, what do you call it? I wouldn't say boring because I've had a good time so far. But, it's not up to normal standards that my normal live streams are. I hate being dead quiet like this. But, like I said, I basically covered everything about this hiatus within like the first 15 minutes of the stream. So, there's not much else to talk about unless people start asking questions. Even if they don't, that's no problem. There's no shame in that. So, one moment. I'll be right back. I gotta sort this out real quick. Okay, we're back. I didn't miss anything, which is good. Kinsey the mom, I'm sorry I can't be more active in this, but this is a temporary break, yes. Don't worry at all. It's completely okay. And this is a temporary break, yes. I'm not stepping away forever. I'm just taking a little time off to, rest and plot, pretty much. I will be back within the month of August at the earliest, at the latest September. So, yeah, there's no problem with that. Don't feel sorry. Yeah, I think, tomorrow I'm gonna be watching the Odyssey in IMAX, which is, fun and gonna be something look forward to. Apparently, Christopher Nolan intended it to be in 70mm. I live in the Kansas City area, and there's no such thing as one of those anywhere, so, there is a pretty big screen in the movie theater out by the NASCAR Speedway. That's where I'm going. I think the closest proper 70mm screen to me is in Chicago, and I'm not going all the way to Chicago to watch the Odyssey. And I think it's sold out for like the next month. So, yeah, I'm not doing that. I liked Sean Bean playing Odysseus in Troy, but, I look forward to seeing Matt Damon's portrayal. I think that'll be fun to watch. And then after the Odyssey, tomorrow, hopefully, next week is Spider-Man for me. That's gonna be the next thing I watch in the theaters. I would say that Doctor Doom is gonna be in the post-credit scene, like 100%. Because I think he has to be. Uh-oh, something's happening. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, we're good. We're good. I think I just had a temporary internet glitch. Matt Damon's stunt double is a woman. Well, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's awesome. I saw that Ian McKellen did his own stunts as Magneto in Avengers Doomsday, which is pretty unprecedented given he's like 87, pushing 90 years old. He's still got it in the tank. I'm curious, Kenzie, what's your favorite Matt Damon movie? Mine is a tie between, Saving Private Ryan and Good Will Hunting. I can't pick a favorite between those two. Yeah, my computer's really hot. I don't know if that's good or not. We are about 46 minutes in, meaning we have about 15 minutes left, I think. Yeah, it's definitely starting to heat up in here. It feels like I'm doing the hot car thing all over again. Good Will Hunting, agreed. It's been a while since I've seen it though, I might need to rewatch it. I remember the general premises of it. I also like the Jason Bourne stuff. Even The Martian was pretty good. Yeah, my forehead's glistening. Oh, I am really late on this, but I should have said this at the start, but congratulations to Spain on winning the World Cup. Me personally, I was rooting for Argentina, but you know, it is what it is. They won it last time, so you can't feel too bad. And I do like Messi. But I think Spain was definitely the better team, even though it was probably the most boring game I've ever watched. And I don't watch a lot of soccer. I'm more into the NFL. But I decided to give it a try. And yeah. The halftime show, it was okay. It is what it is. But I will say that it was 100% better than Bad Bunny's. And seeing Ted Lasso, aka Jason Sudeikis, was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. A little known fact, I've not met Jason Sudeikis, but I have met a few people who know him, which is, I don't know if you call that, like, connected or not, probably not, but I have met people who know Jason Sudeikis, which is pretty cool. It is funny that one of those people I've met is Paul Rudd. I've met Paul Rudd a handful of times. He is as nice as they say, which is pretty awesome. You know what? I thrive to be like Paul Rudd one day in terms of attitude, because, I mean, why not be nice, honestly? I try not to be mean, but I guess it just depends on the environment and the people around me. We have 10 minutes left before I end the stream. 10 minutes. And recently, I have been getting into a bunch of Clint Eastwood movies, like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, even older stuff like Hang 'em High. Pale Rider was good. Even one that he directed later in his career, Gran Torino, that was awesome. And his masterpiece, in my opinion, and maybe even a top 10 movie of all time, Unforgiven. What an experience that was. Unforgiven might even be in my top 5 personally. And I think last year I also watched one he directed but didn't star in, American Sniper. Bradley Cooper, I think. It was good. Honestly, Clint Eastwood for me might be in the top 5, maybe even top 3 actors of all time. I don't know why I held up a 2, but I think Clint Eastwood might be in the top 3, only behind Marlon Brando. Fun fact, I am a relative of Marlon Brando. That's why I might or might not sound like The Godfather. So Marlon Brando and Daniel Day-Lewis I have at number 2. Because him in There Will Be Blood is probably the greatest acting I've ever seen in any one movie ever. That was a straight up masterclass in acting, and I'm still not over it. I saw it for the first time like 3-4 months ago. So, and then number 3, of course, is Clint Eastwood. Yeah, I think no matter what, people are always going to put Clint Eastwood in the top 10 directors of all time. And I will say, the day Clint Eastwood dies, he's 96 now, but the day that the inevitable happens will probably be the most depressing day of my entire life, genuinely. Even more than when Kyle Busch. I think the Kyle Busch thing was probably the most shocking thing I've ever had, like experience, like celebrity death, that's what I'm trying to say. Because nobody expected it. He was only like 41, I think. He was in his early 40s, Kyle Busch was. So, all I can say is cherish, wow, I can't talk today. Cherish each and every single day, because you truly never know when it might be your last. And we have about 5 minutes left before I end the stream. I will be making one more video next week before the break officially begins. So, keep that in mind. Just know this is not over. It's not over. It's just going on hold just for a little while. And my computer is burning. Yeah, this camera is hot to the touch too. I want to make it the full hour, but we'll see. I have 5 minutes left. I guess this is your last opportunity. If you have any more questions or want to ask me anything, please feel free to. Until then, this will be the last live stream, probably of the season of summer. I hope to do at least one for the winter. But I don't know. My personal life is gonna be completely completely booked. From like September to December, I'm gonna be very busy every single week, and I just won't have the time to do long challenges. I'll still be able to do videos. Just nothing long, like 10 hours. That's why I'm proud of myself for doing the KSI challenge when I did. "56 minutes. That's about 4 minutes from now until the end. 3 minutes. Wow, 3 minutes because it just turned 57 minutes on the stream. This is really it. Last chance to ask a real-time question, probably for a very long time. All I'm gonna say is don't worry about me personally. I'm gonna be enjoying this break. I'm gonna be enjoying life in general. I'm not feeling down or demotivated at all. And if anything, this will be only beneficial. Again, not only to me and my mental health, but also to the channel overall as it stands. And I want everybody to know that while I will be stepping away from video making, I will be actively monitoring the channel like a hawk, and I will be still replying to any comments I get, and I might even keep tabs on the community post and on Twitter, just to let people know I'm still here. So I will be responding to a bunch of comments. Maybe not a bunch, but every comment I get, I will try to take the time to respond. So I'm not gonna be a complete ghost. I'll still have my presence on my channel, but I guess if this is kind of a bittersweet moment. I'm not saying goodbye forever. I'm just saying goodbye for now, because this is the last live stream I'm going to be able to do. Probably not for the rest of the year, but close to it. And I just want to thank the people who tuned in, like Kinsey Lamont, and anybody else who may have happened to join. And I'm not gone forever, just for now. When I come back, I will be recharged like nothing you've ever seen, and I will be ready to close out the year in style. That's all I can say. And without further ado, goodbye for now. And, yeah.